Hello everybody, Jay Barrino here. Welcome back to Warcraft 3 Reforged Super Duper Exponentially More Reforged Edition. We're on to Chapter 2, Blackrock and Roll. And let's see if we get a nice little zoom in on some wildlife to start this mission off. That's the best way to start, as we learned from the last mission. Kind of curious to see what's new on each of these maps. The first one was completely re-terrained.
Good timing, lad. I sent two of my best knights into parley with the orc leader. They should be returning shortly. Damn. These orcs will never surrender.
Then let's get in there and destroy the beasts.
Remember, Arthas, we are paladins. Vengeance cannot be a part of what we must do. If we allow our passions to turn to bloodlust, then we will become as vile as the orcs.
Yes, Uther.
Now, if you're feeling up to it, I want you to lead the attack.
Me? Well, of course.
I'll remain here and ensure that none of the loathsome beasts threaten the camp.
I won't fail you.
I know you won't, lad.
Okay. Well, our base is like smack dab right in the middle here. I don't know how much of my knowledge of the original will help me here.
Strength.
Just come up here and destroy these. No guard towers, I notice. You know, it's cool to see the cinematics close up like that, where you don't even need the portraits because you're that close. The issue, though, is that unfortunately the game just sort of runs like dog shit. And I say that, and I'm not really even hyperbolizing, because what's happening is you're getting really low frame rates, like 15 to 20 FPS here, which is a shame because, again, it's like, oh, look how cool these.
A militia can be summoned by ringing the bell on the town hall. The peasants will run to the town center and arm themselves for battle.
Cool. Look at these cool cinematics. I'm just looking for lore, by the way. But again, they're sort of hampered by the fact that the game engine just really isn't optimized for that. Let's get some lumber set up. This is kind of suspicious down here, so I guess let's set our lumber mill up over here, and maybe we'll cut through the trees into something. This mission is notorious for having stuff hidden behind trees. The first thing I want to do is go and look for Mr. Steeltoe. What's his first name? Feanor? Feanor?
For the light.
Because he usually can kick off the Dragon Quest and get an Orb of Fire, and also some free riflemen. But instead, it looks like it's just spiders, so we'll handle that. Uther's just sort of hanging out here. Uther is powerful and can deal with most enemy attacks, but he isn't invincible. Okay, well, let's get some more farms. Getting those early lumber pickups was really handy.
Justice shall
Spider Ring? We have 2 +1 agilities on Arthas. Those are sellable, if only to just make more space. Yo!
I'm here to help.
Hot lore. Get it in the codex. Black Dragonflight. Okay, alright. The Black Dragonflight are black-scale dragons that breathe magma. Led by Deathwing, once known as Neltharion, the Black Dragons are vicious, cruel, and evil creatures that delight in spreading pain and misery. They seek dominion over all of Azeroth and everything within it. Black Dragons were charged by the Titans with protecting the Earth. For a time, they shaped the lands, raised mountains, and created valleys under the guidance of the Black Dragon aspect, Neltharion. The Black Dragonflight represented the strength of the very Earth itself. The ambitious Neltharion was chosen by the monstrous old gods, an ancient evil now long forgotten by the mortal races, to be their ultimate tool of destruction. Over time, they whispered to the dragon aspect, first breaking into his mind into madness before spreading their corruption through his entire dragon flight. Following the creation of the demon soul during the War of the Ancients, Neltharion became Deathwing and brutally betrayed the other dragon flights. Since then, the Black Dragonflight has remained one of the most prominent recurring threats of the mortal races of Azeroth. Okay. Don't we all feel more connected and immersed to the world of Warcraft here in Mission 2, where we have to destroy a Blackrock orc base?
For the light.
Now that we know everything about the Black Dragonflight. That's not a blacksmith. Normally, you can rely on getting a free blacksmith from this dude, but it looks like he's got a little shop instead.
Well met, good human.
Have you come to join in our hunt?
What are you dwarves hunting in this region?
We're hunting black drakes. It's said the drake's blood can bestow fiery enchantments upon weapons.
The fiery enchantments you seek could prove useful.
The name of the beast we're hunting is Syrinox. With your aid, the monster won't stand a chance.
We just learned about the black dragons. What a thrill.
Job's done.
Okay, we got our 2 riflemen. We have a beacon to Canyon. Prepare a group of 10 units, including Arthas, and at least 5 riflemen.
Danger?
Is it like it's like a sub map just for Syrinox? Yo, dude, it's paying off. Look at this. Look at this. We got a rifleman. New unit acquired. If you build a blacksmith, you'll be able to train riflemen at the barracks. Okay, well, yeah, of course, that's what we're going to do. Get me just a few more dudes on lumber. We don't need to go overboard on lumber. We need just enough. We don't want to end up supply capping ourselves or anything. I feel like we're probably going to get attacked here soon, so all of you go home. And then Arthas, pick it up. Rifleman Codex entry discovered, even though it just gave us a pop-up tip about the fact that we now have riflemen. But let's learn the deets. The brave Dwarven riflemen have faithfully protected their mountain kingdom of Cosmodon for hundreds of years. Now, as new threats arise to threaten their hard-won prosperity, they have offered their expert skills and tenacity to the Alliance. Using the legendary single-shot blunderbuss long rifles invented by the Dwarves themselves, riflemen are excellent marksmen and can shoot both land-based and airborne opponents. So they have guns.
Justice shall be done.
I think we kind of could figure that out ourselves. It looks like there's something down here, too. Let me just go back, excuse me, and prepare for the first attack, because I'm sort of expecting it's going to be coming here very soon. And let's just keep queuing up farms. And so we got the Syrinox quest, which supposedly is like a sub-map or another version, or another piece of the map that's like off the current mini-map, or it'll warp us to some area that we can't traverse to normally, I guess. By the way, we're just running into an attack here, but that's fine. Let's draw them into Uther. So, normally this map progresses into like a phase 2. So, let's just not do that until we explore the map, especially based off of the last mission, where it just sort of casually...
Say the word.
Hello, Uther?
I stand for the light.
There he goes.
For King Tyrannus!
Where there was just like a casual timer that got kicked into place and disallowed me from exploring. So let's just try and min-max, I guess. I guess because I'm playing on the hard difficulty, I have to actually, like, rather than focus on showcasing, I have to focus on, you know, playing the game. This is a bit of a bummer to me. You know, I'm making a showcase of this series. I'm not looking to be like, oh, we gotta see what it's like on hard difficulty. Like, y'all can play on hard difficulty if you want, but the creator asked me to play on hard difficulty. So I guess I'll do it until it potentially becomes so insufferable that I don't want to continue on hard difficulty. But we'll see. I don't want to be getting ahead of myself. Again, I set
a sound
pretty
plan.
poor expectations in that regard. So let's come down here and see what this is. What is that flag?
Of
Syndicate. Okay, get in there.
Foul knave.
So let's just not train 6 soldiers. Let's just keep making farms. Let's keep getting upgrades. Let's try and get all of our upgrades before, Nice.
The light is my strength.
Should I get Divine Shield? Let's grab Devotion Aura first, I suppose.
Say the word.
Let's get rid of these barricades, save him.
For the light.
Get him out, he's getting focus fired.
Right.
Justice shall be done.
This is, we're just like crammed into this tiny area. Save him. We didn't save him. I'm to say my goal was to try and not lose any of these dudes because everyone that we lose, we have to actually we have to remake them, and it counts towards our objective, which is not what we want. We want to keep that 0 out of 6 for as long as possible. We need to get defend. Piercing damage going to be absolutely crucial here. We're going to have like a huge abundance of gold on this map, so let's just get a bunch of barracks.
Yes, my lord. I'm here to help.
Say the word.
Get out, buddy. That's a lightning shield. You hate to see it.
For the light.
Rune of Healing's perfect. And he's out of mana, so he shouldn't be able to cast any of that stuff again. Oh, he does magic damage anyway, so I don't think that stuff would have helped.
The light is my strength.
Lore? No lore, unfortunately. Go ahead and pop your lesser replenishment. We'll pick up the mantle so we can dump that on Jaina later.
Feel my wrath. Orders.
Break that, and that, and that, and that.
Justice
Break
shall
and
be
break.
done.
What do you need?
I'm here to help.
Nothing useful.
Yes, my liege.
The light is my strength.
No, okay, they were close enough. I was
stand
worried.
For the light.
Anything?
For my father, the king.
Pot of mana. Hey, you know what? I can't complain about that. I really don't need these these crappy 25 gold agility things.
Is there danger?
Okay, well, that's... Wait, barrel?
Of the light.
Nothing.
Job's done.
For honor.
Also, this is a shop, so I guess we can stack pots if we so desire. Let's go back and wait for the next enemy attack before we move out and try and find some more creeps. Or I guess we can go up here first. Let's go ahead and start getting some riflemen. As long as we don't hit that that 6 units built, then we're all good. Again, we're gonna have like a massive gold income.
Yes, me lord.
Rate, so we might as well just build a bunch of barracks so that we can rebuild stuff if we want, because usually destroying the orc base is optional, so I suppose I would I suppose I would like to do that if possible. Hammerfall's Avalanche. Hammerfall's Avalanche was a spectacular example of how perilous the Alterac Mountains could be to cross and how dangerous a single dwarf can be. Sensing the weakness of the kingdom of Alterac, Knoll clans in the region rallied under a single nameless pack lord, and then enslaved the local kobold clans. Afterwards, they turned their hateful eyes upon the humans. After sacking nearby human settlements, the Knolls grew bold and marched along hidden mountain passes that would lead them to the capital of Alterac itself. Unbeknownst to the Knolls, a dwarf by the name of Mergen Hammerfall was exploring those very same passes. Mustering his strength, Mergen Hammerfall slammed his enchanted hammer into the rock, sending enough destructive shockwaves of energy through it to cause an avalanche. Rock and ice tumbled down from the mountains, bearing the Knollish advance in ice. Mergen escaped
I'm here to help.
unharmed. What do we have up here?
Of course.
Kobolds. Get that started. Let's get defend going here. We can just kite any potential orc attacks into us.
I stand for the
Heal him?
light.
Yes, my liege.
Are more of them spawning? It looks like more of them are spawning. Uther? Oh, he's attacking them. Okay, get in there, riflemen. Let's keep an eye on this. Again, I don't want to lose any of this stuff.
Aye, sir. Orders.
Justice shall be done.
He's good. And then we'll have to decide to go and attack Syrinox here soon. Break and break. More gold that we really don't need.
Is there danger?
Scroller protection. Let's pop the mana pot. Pick up the scroll.
For
Gold
honor.
coins, gold coins.
For honor.
Most importantly,
Sound plan.
oh
Of
baby.
I'm here to help.
Okay, let's check up
Certainly.
here. We might be getting close to the orc base.
For
We gotta
honor.
read, of course. We gotta read. Yo, we found 4 of 6 so far. That's not bad. Kobolds. Kobolds are a race of diminutive rat-like subterranean humanoids who dwell in and around caverns and mines throughout the world. Kobolds are considered more of an annoyance than a threat. They are only 4 feet tall at best, breed like rabbits, and are always found in large numbers no matter where they dwell. Kobolds exhibit scarce signs of intelligence and are notorious cowards even when backed up by their clan. Because of this, it's rare to see kobolds approach other larger races. They have excellent vision in low-light conditions in the darkest recesses of mines and caves. They still need a source of light in order to see, and so widespread reliance on candles. They wear these upon their heads to help guide them through the dark tunnels they call home, and it is only when the candles are threatened that they stand and fight. It's still going. Though this apparent obsession with candles has become both their race's claim to fame and source of ridicule, there may be more of its strange behavior than one might first assume. Kobolds' legends speak of a dark, terrible, and devouring presence deep in the caverns, which is the reason why the kobolds fear the dark. If these legends are more than just primitive superstition, the kobolds could be the unknowing harbingers of something truly dreadful. Okay.
A sound plan.
No sign of the orc base.
Of course.
Actually, I see signs of the orc base. Okay.
I stand
And
for
just
the light.
in that brief moment, I feel
Certainly.
100% vindicated in knowing that we want to definitely have min-maxed our way through the first section of the map, because
Justice
the
shall
map
be
is
done.
going to expand. This is not the top of the map. You could tell the base is up there. So
The light is my
again, I'm
strength.
glad that I
Murlocs, here?
did that the way I
They must
did.
have an encampment nearby.
Skeletons.
Is there danger?
Okay, are we going to get some Murloc lore? Maybe we were supposed to get
Certainly.
Murloc lore in the first mission. Murloc Huntsman. All right, go ahead and just attack. You're fine. You're all good. None of these are doing piercing damage.
I I stand for the light.
Dude, yeah, they're spawning out of the huts. Every time we go and attack a creep camp, they're like barreling out of their little huts. Pot of mana.
Justice shall be done.
Let's just take it. We can go back to Faranor's shop and stack pots after this.
The light is my strength.
That should be useful. Yeah, I guess break these because they're going to keep
shall be done.
flooding out of them. Normally there's stuff hidden behind these trees, but again, the layout of the map is all different. So I'm going to assume all that wacky stuff that forced you to have to go like behind trees and stuff is not going to be in this version of the map. But I don't know. Tome of Experience, that's actually quite nice. The sooner we can get him level 2 Holy Light,
for honor,
the better.
Certainly.
We could just sit in our base too if we had to.
Of course.
Oh gosh.
Orders.
Oh, they're flooding out.
On my way. Aye, my lord.
Keep it up, boys. You're doing fine. You're doing great. Get rid of those night crawlers.
Is there danger?
Charlie, are you gonna ever explain why we never play night crawlers? We don't play night crawlers anymore.
The light is my strength.
Got him?
A sound plan.
Rune of Lesser Healing is nice. Break that. Yeah, you can tell the map expands further up. Now, I don't know if this is a trick where, like, it's just the enemy base is off the map, therefore you can't directly engage with it. It looks like we can go through here, doesn't it? Yes, we can. Yo!
Certainly.
Dude, Lore Master Jay Barino collecting those scrolls, putting them in my Warcraft library for future use. We got the Kingdom of Alterac, Tomb of Lord Aiden Paranold. The Kingdom of Alterac was the weakest of the human nations that joined the Alliance during the Second War. Alterac was initially reluctant to join the Alliance of Lordaeron and contributed relatively few soldiers and supplies to the war effort. When news reached his ears that the Orcish horde had reached Lordaeron, fear drove the King of Alterac, Aiden Paranold, to avoid military action against the horde and instead pursue a secret diplomatic settlement with the Orcish war chief. Against the odds, King Paranold was able to reach an accord with the Orcish horde. In exchange for sparing his nation, Alterac would sabotage Alliance efforts to resist the horde invasion. Amongst his crimes were stoking the flames of a peasant revolt in Tyr's hand and attempting to assassinate Uther the Lightbringer. When Paranold's treachery was uncovered, an army from Stromgard traveled to the small kingdom, overthrew the Paranold dynasty, and imposed martial law. Following the end of the war, no new king was found among the various pretenders, leaving the fallen realm without a chance to redeem its treacherous past. Its strongholds were left in the ruins they are today, with the majority of its lands and people now annexed by the neighboring kingdom of Lordaeron.
I'm here to help.
Well, that's a neat little thing to have found, I suppose. Okay, we're getting attacked again.
Certainly.
Just go ahead and hit my tower, please, and then that'll draw Uther. And then let's go ahead and send everyone back home. It looks like we've gone. There was this down here. There's just all this unused stuff down here, which might have been part of the cinematic. It just looks like hills. I wonder why it's all unused.
What do you need?
Back them up, back them up. Let's go and do the Syrinox quest next. I have so much gold. Let's just queue up all these farms. Let's get another barracks. I don't need these dudes on lumber, or on gold rather, so we'll just do it that way.
Is there danger?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You have a target?
Of course.
Let's bring 6 riflemen, 3 footmen, and Arthas. That's 10.
For honor.
Just to be clear, that it says 10 units including Arthas and at least 5 riflemen. Okay. So let's bring some footmen as well. Maybe that's a mistake. I don't know. And we got all of our +1 stuff.
What do you need?
So we should be all good there. Repair. Just repair all of this. Get back to work after that.
Job's done.
And I don't think long rifles were in the cards for us. Don't you normally need a workshop for riflemen? Or maybe I'm just wrong on that. Add to group. Can I just right-click it? It's like a transport. This is interesting. Wait. No, I'm gonna load up on consumables on Arthas. This seems like it's gonna be like a dungeon or something. So,
I'm your shooter.
send me back.
Of course.
Can I go back?
What do you need? Aye, sir.
I'm here to help.
Kill whelps to draw Syrinox's attention. I don't think I can go
stand
back.
For the light.
So it's, for all intents and purposes, it's a submap. This is another, it's a similar circumstance when I was talking last mission where it's like, is this a change that needed to be made? I guess it's more to ensure that you can focus on what's happening in here and then everything outside of this area is like frozen. If Arthas dies, the optional quest will fail. Alright. Like getting even just like a scroll of healing would have been nice. So just focus fire here, please.
You dare challenge me? You mortals become more reckless with every generation.
Okay, there he is. Let's get in there. Make sure to spread out.
Of course.
You just hold position, and then we're just going to target heal you.
Is there danger? I stand for the light.
He's leaving?
Justice shall be done.
What is that? Rune of Healing is nice, okay. Syrinox is calling whelps. Slay them all. And there's a bunch of, like, other places. He's probably going to, like, he's going to move to another one, and we have to do this, like, one for each area. I just went ahead and I target fired. And now I guess I just sit here and wait. I will take I'll hydrate and take a drink of my refreshing, cool polar seltzer. Raspberry lime flavor.
The light is my strength.
Delightful.
Is there danger?
Rune of Healing.
I
Pick up the
stand
Rune of
for the
Spirit
light.
Link to strengthen your units during the battle. I mean, I will, but like we have single target healing. Why would we Spirit Link? I guess Syrinox is regenerating his life. Kill all the summon units to stop him! Exclamation point. Use Holy Light to damage undead units. This is the second campaign in a row that's told us that one of our healing abilities can in fact damage other stuff. What a treat. He's also healing at this point, so we gotta take these dudes out. All right, get on him.
My strength.
Whoa, whoa, what are you doing? There we go. He's hitting Arthas, which is fine, because Arthas has a healing pot, at least. I can't really see his health bar, but that's my own fault, because I have the faction-colored health bars on. But that won't stop me from complaining about it, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the spirit linking. Rune of Restoration is fantastic, so let's try not to, let's try not to lose anything, and then we'll just use Rune of Restoration after this. Yeah, this is just like queue up and just make sure you're focus firing, and then we'll grab the healing rune. I will once again drink some refreshing polar seltzer.
I'm here to help.
Okay, grab this. He's gonna move to another place.
sound
I don't know how I don't know how I feel about the spirit linking, because we can heal single target heal
Justice
by
shall
spreading
be
out
done.
damage. It just means that like all of our units might just die at the same
Certainly.
time, you know? How we doing on the
sound
healing? It's not super fast, but it's pretty fast. We're gonna have to do this at least 2 more times. I wish I would have, again, I wish I would have bought some consumables.
For honor.
Orders.
Okay, there we go.
What do you need?
I'm here to help.
We just gotta burn them down. Are we gonna get another healing rune after this, though? Because that's been the most handy thing.
I stand for the light.
No, it's greater
A
resurrection.
sound
We don't
plan.
need greater resurrection. I might just kill some of my own dudes after this, just so I can use the resurrection at this point. Kill this dude.
The light is my strength.
Resurrect him.
Certainly. Is there danger?
Okay. Another again, the spirit linking makes me really nervous, but I'll do it, and then we can pop our scroll of protection.
Justice shall
I will
be
say,
done.
I mean, this is certainly more engaging than normal
Justice shall be
Syrinox, but the music makes it seem like this is like we're on mission 2. We're fighting like random, barely worthy of a name dragon guy, you know?
Orders.
Okay, back up here, buddy.
I'm here to help.
Heal me.
I stand for the light. Of course.
Maybe I should have taken bubble.
Is there
I mean, I
danger?
have the pot of restoration, so we should be okay. Famous last words.
Yeah.
I'm here to help.
Arthas, I need you attacking him. Hopefully we get him this round and we don't have to do it again. I think we're on track to do it.
I stand for the light.
Come on, please, I beg of you. Don't you dare fly away now. Okay, good. And we're level 3, and we got the Heart of Syrinox. As much as I think I do need 1 level in Divine Shield. I have to take level 2 Holy Light, because it basically allows us to full heal a footman each time. So let's snag that.
Bring this heart back to the dwarves.
That at least made the fight interesting, but it was quite bulky. It is fine. Bring the Heart of Syrinox to Farinor Steel Toe. The steel-beating Heart of Syrinox can be used to imbue an orb with the fiery powers of
a sound plan.
A Drake.
Is there danger?
Okay, send me in. If that was the soundtrack for Syrinox, like, that's the track that you should use when it's Arthas v. Illidan at the end of the campaign.
Now I will reforge our weapons to strike with searing heat.
Okay. All my units are really low, but that's okay.
The
Let's
light is my
let's
strength.
finally buy this stuff that I wanted to buy. We don't need the spider ring. We got
Certainly.
the Orb of
Job's
Syrinox. Adds 4 bonus damage
Job's done.
and increases life regen by 1 HP per second. So it's like a health stone. I guess that's better than the fire, to be honest. Fire was never that good. Let me grab some healing scrolls and let me grab some mana scrolls. Mana scroll, you know what I mean.
Help.
I guess pop 1 now. We can always
Justice
come
shall be
back
done.
and buy some more. So let's run our
Of course.
units home.
What is it?
And like, yeah, sure, keep
Yes, me lord.
building those. You know what, Arthas, just stay over
The light
here
is
and
my
we can
strength.
buy...
Job's done.
We're probably going to move out before those
I
come off
stand for
cooldown
the
anyway.
light.
So I think that's everything. Let's check our codex. We're missing 1 hot lore scroll. But as far as I can tell, there's no way to get down here. In fact, you can kind of see through the fog of war. It's just cliffs. And we found secret area, which was neat. No fancy way to get behind trees here or anything like that. So I guess, yeah, let's start banging out some units. We don't want too many footmen because Whirlwind is just gonna, or Bladestorm. What is it called? Whirlwind,
I'm here to
Bladestorm,
help.
what have you. It's the ultimate of the Blade Master. Just obliterates your entire front line. So I guess just build, you know, some stuff. Yeah, sure. Get improved masonry. I don't care. We'll get 1 more footman to go on lumber here so we can keep up with rifleman production. And that should finish the first section of the map.
Justice
Let's
shall
see if my suspicions, if my spidey sense for how these maps work is going to pay off here.
done.
Paladin fool! The warlocks of the Blackrock clan have spoken. Soon, demons will rain from the sky, and this wretched world will burn.
Yes, I've heard this rhetoric before. You orcs will never learn. It was only a mirror image. Damn it, what are these curs up to?
The hour of doom approaches. Let this paltry sacrifice appease our demon masters.
You sick bastards. You'll never get away with...
Ready to work.
Something pinging
Slay
me up
the
here?
orcs.
You see that?
Slay them all!
Ready for action.
Destroy the Blackrock clan's base. At least 1 alive villagers 15. Okay. So the creator, InsaneMonster, in the comments of the last
I
video
stand for the
had
light.
mentioned how apparently if you go to Strombrad with reasonable haste in the first mission, it changes the number of villagers that would be alive here now. So supposedly now we're on another soft timer. Not a huge fan.
Light is my strength. Say the word.
We're on another soft timer here, just like the first map. So, again, my gamer sense, my capital G gamer sense for Warcraft 3 has paid off because I played enough of this custom stuff to know how people make stuff for the most part. And this is just a kind of a gotcha timer where if you progress the map too fast, you're kind of gating yourself out of looking around and doing the rest of the map. Now, I don't know if going and doing the Syrinox thing would pause this timer or not. But again, I sort of feel like this is an unnecessary thing. I don't know. Okay, let's go.
My strength.
What's the actual objective, by the way? Destroy the Blackrock clan's base. So we actually, so it's like the base is part, it's not separate from the ritual site. So we actually have to destroy everything, which is rough considering we have no siege weaponry, so it might take a while. You all just turn on defend in advance.
Ready for action.
Here comes Naka Rush. Okay.
I'm here to help.
Heal him up. Can we tell which one is the real one? This is the real one. So we're gonna hotkey my
Orders. Ready for action.
my riflemen and just go right for them.
Justice shall be done.
What do you need?
Just trying to get a sense of, again, which one is the real one. They're all pretty low, so he's gonna get focus fire. Oh my god, how many times can he mirror image? Go ahead and mana pot here. Just keep rallying up footmen. And I guess we gotta burn through some of these production structures. That's a blacksmith, we don't have to worry about that.
I stand for the light.
Well, I'm actually glad that I played this exactly how I did, and in many ways it's quite lucky, because I feel like I probably would have had to restart if I,
What do you need?
number one, didn't plan it so that I could build an absolute crap ton of units to come up here in the first place, like right when it progressed into Phase 2. That's what I thought. Each time the orcs sacrifice a villager, the Blade Master will get stronger. The ritual requires time, though, so he just gets stronger. I don't know by how much. I shouldn't be like too concerned about that. But obviously, after like 10 of those rounds, it's going to become a major problem. So
Justice
break
shall
that.
be done. A sound plan.
Dude, there's barrels up here. We got to get the barrels.
What do you need?
The sacrifice made the Blade Master's dead, yo.
Orders.
Okay,
Aye, my lord.
keep going. Get in there.
Aye, my lord.
Keep going. Keep going. And just rally up more footmen. Anything fancy?
to help.
Scroll of healing. Yo, stack it up.
Feel my wrath.
Okay, let's keep going.
Of course. Orders.
Everybody just turn on defend. We're in there. Oh god, he's back. It's this one. I don't know what just healed him, but he got a fatty heal in. Let's go and try and move these units in so we get Arthas in. They're trying to rebuild with these peons,
Justice shall be done.
and a lot of my units are stuck in here. This is rough. I could just back up. I probably should just back up.
Is there danger?
But they're like nailing me with this catapult too.
Is there danger?
Okay, yeah, I can't get Arthas. Oh no, this is the real one. He's like in the middle of all of our stuff. I don't know if that was he just like managed to windwalk out of there or what.
Justice shall be done.
Dude, heal him. My goodness.
Orders.
Yeah, I went in with like a solid like 70 supply army. Ish, maybe like 65 because we got peasants and stuff.
Of course.
Where's the altar? Okay. Destroy the barracks.
The light is my strength. I stand for the light.
Don't let these peons get anywhere. I refuse to let them rebuild. Pretty rough base to break, honestly, here in Mission 2. I got an early roll. Again, I sort of read the map for what it was asking, which is, you know, don't progress into Phase 2. The issue is if you try and creep and you lose any units, then you might lose too many, and you might not be able to make enough riflemen without triggering the second phase of the map. And then you have to try and kill Syrinox fast enough before the Blade Master gets too strong, etc., etc.
Yes, my liege.
I don't know. It feels like a gotcha. I'm not like a huge... I don't know. It's interesting. I guess I do kind of like maps that force some sense of brevity, but not on maps where it feels like I'm also incentivized to explore. Okay, of course I wasn't quick enough. I should have just went for it. He spawns with enough mana to immediately cast To immediately cast, it's this one, I think. It's a cast mirror image. I was wrong. It must be, it's this one.
Is there danger?
Dude, this guy is so tanky and has so much HP. My goodness. I assume this is just like a hard mode thing, and he's just wind walks out like an asshole.
Justice shall be done.
Okay, break. Break.
For my father, the king.
Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. I mean, that's pretty nice. I'll go and grab those. Honestly, the Scrolls of Healing are nice, but I would rather stack mana pots on
Light
Arthas.
is my strength.
It depends. It depends on the circumstance. Kill him. Shouldn't have enough mana to do anything. There he goes.
Orders. On my way.
I'm here to help.
Generally, having an objective that makes players destroy a
Is there
base
danger?
before they have access to siege weaponry is not a great idea, which is typically why you don't see it in early missions. That's also why, like, the first Night Elf mission, for example, is typically considered a massive slog because you only have archers and you're expected to destroy. Actually, no, in that one you only have to kill the heroes. I mean, that's a great example, though, where they knew that it would be a bad idea to have the player have an objective to kill a base when you don't have any siege weaponry. And then, of course, we have the respawning hero, who is a real jerk. I don't know. I'm of two minds of this, but, you know, it's not like anybody's playing RE-Reforged that hasn't already played the base game. So I think it is a good idea to add some sort of additional change in general. So, like, yeah, it's harder, but I'm not sure if, like, it's harder because, you know, we're forced again to destroy damage versus harder because, you know, the enemy rebuilds and has like a really, really buff hero, etc., etc. So it's like a combination of these things. I'm happy to see different stuff, but, you know, does this really fall into the category of what the project is proclaimed to be, which is this is what Reforged should have been? It's just a better version of the game. I mean, it's a different version of the game, and in many ways it is better, but when you're making gameplay changes like this, I think it is good to explore some of these potential differences and the impact they have.
Say the word.
You've done well, lad. This was a sound victory.
I don't know, Uther. The orcs were sacrificing townsfolk. I think they were trying to summon demons.
Have faith, lad. These orcs are trying to hold on to dying traditions. We defeated their demons a long time ago. Let's head for home. It's been a long day.
Cool. And there is an interlude after this. I don't know if hitting continue here will take me to it. Oh, okay. Error. There was an error handling the request. Thanks, Warcraft 3 Reforged. We all know that you're a garbage product, but that's right, we have Reforged. I don't think hitting continue here will load it as I'm expecting, but I guess to talk about the map itself again. So I was thinking during that end cinematic, are there any missions in the base game in any of the campaigns where you're expected to destroy structures without siege weaponry? Because siege weaponry is introduced usually in mission 3 at the latest. I think you get them even earlier as undead. And I think the answer is no. And I think there's wisdom in that. So it's kind of thinking like, okay, well, yeah, Reforged itself was not good. But, like, the original maps had something to them, and there's a reason in many cases why things were the way they were. So it's important to pick those reasons apart and keep the ones that had wisdom to them and change stuff that can be changed that won't have a different sort of ultimate effect. Now, obviously, this isn't a huge deal for me because I just beat this map, but imagine somebody comes in, they build their base, they build their units, and they realize, oh, now I'm on a soft timer, I can't explore, I don't know if I can do the Syrinox quest because I don't know if it's going to pause the timer or not, so I guess I won't do it. I don't know because the information wouldn't really be conveyed properly, unless maybe something popped up and said, by the way, it's paused when you do Syrinox, which would be super fourth wall breaking, which wouldn't really fit, I think, with the project, so I doubt that that would be in there, but again, that would just be confusing because then the player would think, can I do this? I have no idea. Then, you're expected to go and destroy structures with no siege damage while you're on a soft timer. It's unclear if how much stronger the Blade Master was getting. He already was super duper strong. And I'm on, the hard difficulty, so it's kind of whatever. Everything was probably just scaled up to be a little bit beefier in that case. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on this. I'm not trying to, super pick apart this project only from a negative perspective. I talked about the positives at the end of the last video, and I could reiterate, I think the cinematic reworking is nice, even though, again, there is a double-edged sword to that, which is the game runs like crap, so, yeah, you can, sure, you can make them super close up, but then everyone's going to have them running low frame rate anyway. So everything is kind of double-edged here in a way. But I like the fact that the maps are re-terrained. It means that, people who already have experience with the maps have to rethink what they're doing. They can't just rely on original expectations, which is good. I was able to read the map and see what it was telling me, but I also have a ton of experience with custom campaign creators and the way that they think and the way they implement things, so I could kind of tell what was going to happen. A lot of people don't and wouldn't. So I'm thinking from that perspective, I'm not so sure I agree with the design decisions of this specific map, but I think that's getting way too nitpicky. But it's too late. I already went into the topic, so I decided to finish my thoughts. I'm going to load up the interlude from the editor, and I will be right back for you. Okay, we're loading up the interlude. There we go.
You must be wiser than the king. The end is near.
I told you before, I'm not interested in this nonsense.
Then I've wasted my time here.
You can show yourself now, Jaina. He's gone.
I'm sorry for eavesdropping, Master, but...
It's your inquisitive nature that I've come to rely on, child. That crazed fool's convinced that the world is about to end.
I've heard the rumors of the plague spreading throughout the Northlands. Do you truly believe that the plague is magical in nature?
It's a strong possibility. That's why I need you to travel there and investigate the matter. I've arranged for a special envoy to assist you.
Yes, Master. I'll do my best.
I know you will, child. Farewell.
Error, there was an error handling your request. Haha. I don't know why Reforged is doing this, but whatever. And I just to go out to kind of round up my thoughts, because I realize I just sort of rambled for way too long, so, I've already committed to it. The reason that I think I felt the need to even point that stuff out is that the creator, InsaneMonster, in their response to my first video had said that they intend to make replayability a factor. Now, replayability is an important factor when people are curious to try different things. The issue with the idea of replayability when you add soft timers or hard timers to your maps is it feels like you're punishing the player and forcing them to replay a map, as if they had lost the map. Even though you technically win, the player then reluctantly says, I guess I'll replay this so that I can then go in knowing that the timer is going to happen in advance. That's not, in my opinion, a good feeling of replayability. It just feels like I'm being punished. That is probably the most concise way that I can describe why I think the timers are not a great idea here. But I'd like to hear other people's thoughts. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm sure the creator would really appreciate that, and I would too. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.